Let me run the floor of the closer game in the NBA playoffs last night. We showed you a few minutes ago complete highlights. Suns beat the Nuggets. They came from 10 down in the third with a 34-9 run and ultimately won it 122-105. Chris Paul had 14 points in the fourth. So Phoenix takes game one. And then what I was referring to, I mean, the performance of the Milwaukee Bucks yesterday made the Aaron Rodgers thing seem like moonlight and roses. Just total domination. The Nets embarrassed them 125-86. And if it can be said this way, it wasn't nearly that close. It wasn't nearly as close as the 39-point final score would indicate. KD had 32 and didn't play the fourth quarter. Kyrie had 22, and that's only because he didn't need to score any more than that. And so PJ and Big Perk get up with us here early this morning. And Big Perk, you told me on the radio a couple of weeks ago, Milwaukee is going to beat the Nets. They're going to come out of the East. Do you still feel that way?
No, and I'm so mad at myself, Greeny, for the simple reason is that I didn't stick to what I believed in, okay? I let people fool me with the two-time MVP. I let people fool me that Giannis got better. I let people fool me that he's the defensive player of the year. Because of the fact of the matter is this, he is who he is, and he's going to continue to show us that he's not a number one option guy. And right now, Kevin Durant is spanking Giannis and got him over his lap and giving him a straight spanking. And when you look at it, he's having deer sausage and deer stew. He's doing whatever he wants to Giannis and locking him up on the defensive end. So I'm looking at it, and I'm not even mad at Giannis. I'm not mad at the Bucks. I'm mad at Big Perk for letting people trick me to picking Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks, knowing I should know better than to go against Kevin Durant, who's, by the way, not only the best scorer the game has ever seen, he's the best player in the league right now.
He certainly looks that way at this moment. And they're doing it without James Harden right now, PJ, who in theory is coming back. So I hate to ask the question this way about what we all thought might be the best series of the entire postseason, but is this already over?
No, it's not over yet. They got one more shot. Series changed from game to game. Perk knows that better than anybody. If I'm Mike Budenholzer, deep in my heart, I don't feel good right now because they were terrible for 2 games, and they were terrible on both ends, offensively and defensively. But the series can change completely with the win in Game 3. They win Game 3, then you start talking about, hey, we're at home. 3-point shooting, the game started with Kyrie knocking down a 3. There it was right there, but the passing was great. There's KD with a beautiful pass to Brown inside going to the basket. They moved the ball so well, offensive boards. They out-rebounded them on the boards, more second chance points. What'd they do when they got a turnover? Coast to coast, stop on a dime, Kyrie knocks it down. They were the better team in every which way. Look at the extra pass right there. That ends the quarter. It started with a 3. It ended with a 3. Game's over right there for all practical purposes. Going back to Milwaukee, the building's not going to change anything. Has to be a different Bucks team. They've got to defend. They've got to stop the penetration. The penetration's killing them. Steve Nash is only using 8 players. He's coming off the bench with Shaman and Mike James and Nick Claxton. And when KD and Kyrie don't score, which is anytime they want to so far, they beat him with penetration. They force help. They make a pass. Perk made a living. His guy went to help. He got the offensive rebound. Anytime they miss, they're there for the offensive board.
PJ, so quickly, what's the adjustment? Give me the one thing you're changing if you're Mike Budenholzer going into Game 3.
Defensively, they got to guard the 3-point line better, and they have to stop taking the ball out of bounds every possession. They got to get going down court, get Giannis in the open court, get some things happening in transition, and make some 3-point shots. They're just not shooting the ball well at all. I credit Brooklyn's defense. Nobody talks about it. Very underrated in the playoffs.
And Big Perk, last word here. If you're a member of that team, look, you and I are sitting here both saying, well, this thing is over, but you can't do it if you're a member of that Milwaukee team. So if you're on that team and you're a leader, what are you saying to all your teammates going into Game 3?
It's been fun, fellas. And here's why. because my grandfather always told me, Greeny and PJ, Coach, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I can understand if these games were close and the Milwaukee Bucks were losing, but to be getting smacked down in the fashion that they're getting beat, and the fashion that the Nets are playing, they are playing street ball right now and just having fun out there. No resistance. I don't know how you recover from this. I can understand if we lost, if I was on the team, if the Milwaukee Bucks lost by 2 or maybe 1 point, but they're losing by 20. They're losing by, like last night, 29 or 30, 40, 50.
39.
I mean, like, this is the second round of the playoffs. So to me, I never been in this position where I've been down 0-2 in 2 blowout games. So I don't know what to tell myself. It's been fun.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.